against Puck, it's not bad. Usually you actually win that lane. But I don't see the incredible utility of the Tiny. I think it's just a solid pickup here. Might be a lot of confidence, though, for this Tiny pickup as well, seeing as the Heroes had a lot of success in multiple roles. Maybe they wanted to threaten the flex. And if you're actually playing kind of a carry-ish Tiny this game, honestly, with a Shard, that plus Magnus is, woo, that is going to be nice. Because Tiny has a lot of base damage to begin with. Extra cleave. Hey, just do it. Yeah. And can farm better, which is probably the biggest thing, really. I mean, he can farm and fight better. The sieging is nice, but usually 5 hits on the siege is already a lot, especially with the toss damage. But the it's more about the being able to constantly fight, being able to always farm effectively. And of course, to combine that with Magnus, you push lanes ridiculously fast.
The battle begins.
Oh, 63, the newest addition to this team, which used to be IPG, then Team Tequila, and now with Fantastic 5, they added a classic of Fantastic 5, which has been 63. Nice to see him back. Always glad to see this player. He's played also a lot of positions, actually. I think he's carry... Oh, yeah, mid, because he used to play the Pugna, right? So mid, carry, off, then... I don't know if he's played 4, but definitely 5, so as we see him now. Oh, he started his position 4. Interesting. Ladon, I mean, last season really impressed me as a 4, right? So I'm really happy to see him back there again. I'm hoping that we actually get to see his Clockwork again, which is a hero that has not really been seen in the meta, unfortunately, but it was something that really stood out to me with the last iteration of IPG. And we used to joke that Ladon was just a Clockwork player.
You shall not.
In the middle lane, we're actually not seeing such a huge advantage yet by the Tiny. Usually it's in the early levels where he gets an advantage to his sheer attack power. But the Puck has managed to hold his own, which is not bad. And that has allowed the Puck to also get the runes early. He has nice little mobility, and he uses the runes a little bit better because Tiny usually cannot burst you down. And I mean, that's what you're looking for in Fantastic 5. As long as you get your Puck to a decent start, the Underroad and Bloodseeker should be good enough with the Enigma, especially if he goes for points and midnight pulls, deal with his Tiny's early ganking. You have to be worried about the Blink Dagger timing, so you want to slow it down as much as possible. Maybe you want to gank him a little bit early, but Tiny is not an easy hero to gank in the mid lane unless you bring both supports in, because you need a whole bunch of damage, and unfortunately Puck does not bring that much physical damage early on, which Tiny, well, is the only thing you can kill him with. Yeah. Nice little kill they get there. Empire already off to a good start, honestly. 1k lead. Now Tiny really starting to pull off. But Magnus is doing really well for himself as well in this top lane. I mean, this matchup between Magnus and Bloodseeker, not as bad as it's looking like right now. It's just the Magnus doing a really good job at lasting against him. It didn't even go for the points in Empower, which is surprising, because Bloodseeker actually does have a bigger base damage. But regardless of that, it doesn't stop Petushara from just crushing him in the lane. And the Underlord cannot say he's doing as well against Smiling Knight, who has a decent amount of assets. Supernova really struggling to go against him. Oof, that was close. No, skewer, top. Nah, he's fine. Yeah, but for the enemy team, I hope he's not stacking. There you go. Like, this is Magnus you're talking about. They're gonna be able to take stacks much before you. Don't stack there. There's the enemy triangle. Kind of a waste of time for 633, and considering your Bloodseeker was struggling, it's not ideal to do this. I mean, now he's given Rari complete control over the lane. The nice little experience has boosted him back up, but you're seeing that Empire starting to play a bit more aggressive. We still have the skewer here. Is he gonna do it? He's not. Petushara decides, Rari is not gonna die again. We can do a bit more harassment, but rather keep my mana up and going. And you can see what I was talking about in the draft about the Magnus being played more around team fight, with the fact that we're seeing Magnuses go for the arcane boots all the time now. On the top lane, we do hear a rupture against Petushara, but I don't think that's gonna... Oh, okay, never mind. That's gonna be enough to at least deter them. In fact, the puck comes in. The skewer is just gonna destroy Petushara. And now with the Dream Coil, they might be able to kill Petushara, but at the same time, the puck is in trouble. They deal fair damage. Here comes the Bloodseeker. Askel trying to get away, and he will barely survive. And it's Petushara who will die. And oh, never mind. Depressed Kid does get him with the avalanche. That nerf to the phase shift, or the fact that he didn't use it there, really hurt him. Yep. Of course, of course. Still ruptured. I hate when that happens. Your plastic bag breaks and you're like, oh no. Is it tomato soup or my appendix? And in this case, Petushara got it wrong. And unfortunately, that did... Like, he did it twice as well with the Dream Coil, too. Like, he almost calculated duration perfectly, but was just shy. And that killed him both times. So, careful with that calculation. Zwari, the target. We still have the skewer play. There we go. Little skewer play. We have an avalanche style as well. Blood right to deter this initiation, but he got toss off on the Bloodseeker with the Hex. Can they turn this into a kill? They have a tree toss still, and they want to throw it. They don't even need to. Depressed Kid gets him with the extra range the tree toss provides, and that's going to be Rari going down yet again. More kills for Empire, and a successful game for now for the Tiny. I mean, I was telling you this, right? Clearly a bit of a comfort pick here for Depressed Kid. Yeah, have a toss again. Oh no.
See you in the spring. Wait up. Healing power.
Dire's courier has been
I
killed.
should kill the courier. I was like, go! Attack dog! Go! Save me! The courier just walks in, dies. Ladon happy that he gets to still breathe. But he's only level 3 now. I mean, the support has struggled because he hasn't been able to find ganks. Instead, he's been more protecting his team. Comparing him to the 5, who's level 5, you know, this 4 is struggling. VANSKOR is also level 5 himself. The Light is almost level 5 right now. Just got it. So we are seeing the Earth Spirit not going to be as useful early, and since they can't really put any aggression, that's making a Fantastic 5 struggle at getting kills. Supernova, wrong side of the map, dude. That's not where you're supposed to be. He's walking towards the enemy tier 1. Got absolutely punished by the Avatos combo yet again. Oh no, not the same play again.
Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's bottom
What is 650 doing?
is under attack.
What? He's struggling.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
That 6-3-3 play was odd, to say the least. I think he was trying to create space for Bloodseeker to take a stack, maybe, but the Enchanter is not going to steal the stack away from you, right? So I don't really understand what that space meant. And also, better than walking towards the Enchantress, maybe I think there are other options. I don't know if you can juke into the trees or something. It was almost kind of a suicide, but now he's going to recover with a little Malefice kill here under Prescott. He's hoping to do so. In fact, Finger of Death, Stas' initiation, goodbye to Ladon. Turns into a Jade statue, crumbles immediately, and doesn't seem like Fantastic Five will be able to follow this up with anything. So, just more death in the wake of Fantastic Five.
To be a true enigma. To stand.
Finally a rupture.
Radiant structures are fortified.
And breath.
Dire's top tower is under
There's Black Hole.
Ability.
Oh!
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I mean, I think they heard us say, like, he got Black Hole. Okay, we gotta kill him. RP toss. You know, you committed quite a lot for position 5, but it is the security that it gives you that now you know there's no potential for them to counter initiate. And as you mentioned, or we keep mentioning, Earthsprint is not really gonna help you out too much. In the bottom lane, yeah. Has Reincarnation as well.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, I'm not really sure why he leveled the Reincarnation. I mean, usually you keep the point in, right? And you level it, and especially your team did not make even a modicum of effort to come and help you. And Enchantress TP to the tower and immediately left as well. So there was not really an idea from Empire to try to fight that. Why have Reincarnation level 1? Now that's on cooldown. It might be on cooldown by the time you get your level 12, which is huge for the Wraith King, because that's when Reincarnation becomes more viable as a skill. And you could have just put it a point into like Vampiric Spirit, which is better for farming. I'm actually surprised as well that he didn't. Usually this build, Mortal Strike, means that you want to fight early. We have seen no intention from the Wraith King to do so. I mean, small things, right? And you are giving the Bloodseeker, who has just an incredible farming speed, a chance to come back into the game. And he is almost matching your Wraith King, who has a Magnus in his team. So that's not looking too great for Empire, especially considering the early game lead you had. Yeah, he always rushes the Blink over the Aethelins build that used to be popular last patch, just because Blink gives you the option to counter the Puck. And we said, oh, some Pucks don't mind the Hex. This Puck has been minding the Hex for sure this game. It's been a really strong tool. 633, again, the target. Blood Right will not help him, and he's just going to fall.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Not bad. Yeah? Yes. Blink Dagger Wraith King is just one for him to join fights, which is okay, but the one on Tiny and Lion definitely get you easy kills. That's why they kill the Lion, to make sure that that can't happen, but that's gonna have to not delay the Blink Dagger because he bought it before he died, so no gold lost. Not really that big a kill anyway because of that, and now you might be able to defend this tower, honestly. If Lion can come back in time, Tiny One might want to initiate. They catch Enchantress, VANSKOR in trouble. There's the Blood Right, Dream Coil onto 2, pretty good, but Avatos, not enough to kill Ladon, and VANSKOR seems to tank this nicely. However, Magnus, not as well. Petushara will die. That rupture aiding in his death, and that's going to be maybe the tower falling. It's kind of difficult to fight this now. Rating is TPing though. Okay, he has Reincarnation available. They go for the Unload first, take away the taxi, and there's no way for them to retreat unless they walk away, and they seem unable to do so. At least Ladon will have to fall here. 633, he still has Black Hole. I don't know if you want to fight this. He gets a 3-man Black Hole, and they can kill the Lion in time, but the Reincarnation is still available, so they can't really follow this up too much. Smiling Light with the armlet actually mistoggles and will die to the Puck. Only his first life, but still a necessary death. That's going to be still a 4-man wipe for Empire. Only Bloodseeker surviving. Successful play. kind of a misplay there to come back in with a black hole. You get excited, and it really wasn't that great.
Dire's structures are fortified. Dire are scanning. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Yep. Doesn't want to go back in here. Fantastic Five trying to put pressure here before the... I mean, they don't have black hole up though, so I'm questioning, right? The RP is available. It seems like Empire will still have a chance here to fight this.
Radiant's middle tower.
Oh, okay,
has
so...
fallen.
It seems like they want to just take the tower quickly because they thought they could at least put some like threat, knowing the rating is not with them, and then just retreat. They have no intention of continuing this fight. As they know, they're just at a disadvantage here in the fight. I mean, Dreamcoil is fine, but RP is a bit better. And every time you have Avatos available, Tiny's a one-man killing machine and can really easily burst down the Enigma or the Earth Spirit. Perhaps even the Puck if he gets him in a nice little Avatos with like a Hex. Oh, and here we might... No. Oh, also that. Yep.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yes. Oh, there we go. Avalanche Toss onto the two supports. That's amazing. With the Earth Spike on top of that, they guarantee double kill. And that's your, I mean, a big source of your team fight kind of gone, right? Earth Spirit and Enigma are honestly really important initiators here because the Dream Coil and the Pit of Malice are nice, but it just keeps him in an area. You need these stuns to really be able to, for Bloodseeker to come in, especially before he gets his Blink Dagger. He has decided to go for Sancho and Yasha before that, or he's going to slow down the Blink Dagger, and that means you need those stuns and silences to come out to make sure that he is a bit more secure. He mostly considers his own power spikes and forgets to take into account what the enemy team does to those power spikes. And in this case, the existence of a Lion makes you cutting lanes is not as easy. Supernova walking into the pit, and they're like, okay, sure, dude, I'll kill you. You wanna die? You wanna die? BKB active by Smiling Knight, and Supernova is not having this. Look at that Solar Crest power up, so good with Petushara. They even catch up to the Bloodseeker as well. That's maybe you carry dive with a finger of death being committed for this. Rari is also going to fall 2 cores down, and now it's time for the supports to die as well. The Skewer catches Ladon, slows him down. He tries to rolling boulder to safety, and he will be able to make it. Sayuw thinking with a Blink Dagger, but not wanting to commit. It's better to just go and finish up the Roshan here. Or farm, I guess? There we go. He has RP, by the way. Oh, I was gonna say, he has RP with Tushara, but he doesn't want to commit to it. He's like, sure. You want to live Enigma? I'll let you live. You don't have Black Hole. You're pretty much useless. You're a 5 Enigma. Good luck. A B? Yeah. Yeah, I agree. It's just not very... It's been a lot of misplays. I think they think that... I don't know, I feel like the Lion and the Tiny's counter initiation has really screwed them over. They thought, oh, we have such great impact, our 5-on-5 is incredible, it's unbeatable, but 5-on-5 tends to be beaten by these fast spells or these constant counter initiation. Zone out is also really good against these abilities. That's all that Empire has. And of course, I'm a bit... I don't know, it's weird that they went for a teamfight lineup against heroes like Wraith King, who is particularly the counter to these teamfight line is because he dies once and he's okay, and then all your teamfights spent, and he can just come back in and kill you a second time. So
Dire's top tower is under attack.
oh my god, what a combo. The thing is, Fantastic 5's lineup might be able to scale better into the late game because you have Ags on Puck, you have ways to deal with the BKBs, for example, so it's not... Like, it's a good lineup if this went longer, but currently, as it stands, the damage that Empire can provide, and again, the lack of BKBs on the enemy side, with Rari's finally going for one, but a bit late, is making it very easy for them to initiate. Like, nobody else besides him has even considered a BKB. We used to see last patch a lot of pucks going for BKB. This time we saw much more initiation tactics. Underlord can't really consider it, but there's no option for a pipe, not even a hood for him this game, which is surprising. I thought he was stunned there for a second. He has Reincarnation level 3 though. He can fight this. Oh, Hex. Line? Oh no, Askel! Still playing as if there's no line in the team, but these hexes are getting him every single time. Ladon is capable of rolling bouldering himself to safety. There is no blink dagger for 8 more seconds, so they have to let him go. Not really that big of a deal. I feel like, oh, Rating is actually going for Divine Rapier. Okay, Smiling Knight's done with this game. He's like, guys, we got this. It's super easy. Oh, wow.
Who put that crown there?
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Yep, I find that... I mean, how do you even come back into this, though, honestly? You're completely right that these kind of plays by the puck are not the correct ones, but it's been so many times he's done this that at this point I don't know if you have any counterplay. Okay. They turn this around? Oh my goodness! Oh no. Yeah, it's what I was saying, right? I feel like you've made this mistake so often that now realizing this, it's too late, right? Because the puck now, what he needs to be doing is contingency plan with his cutting lane, stuff like that. You can't do that against a Lion, and you should have realized that you couldn't play that aggressively against a Lion much earlier, or got the choice to go for Lincolns or BKB to stop a Hex, either or, right? But the fact that it took you so long to realize this, now it seems like you're a bit too far gone, and every time you gotta commit for a kill, like the Magnus kill, you lose to here. Like, it's so easy for them to counter-initiate. Ladon? Yes, no. Yes. You don't stand in front of a truck or a vent. We've experienced that. We know what that is. Very dangerous creature. So, yeah, I don't know. You stop him now because you don't really have the like your abilities are all to burst on either a single hero or I guess if you could somehow save Rupture for like the second life. No, kill him with Rupture the first life and save Black Hole for the second one, and then hope that maybe half of Empire disconnects. That would be an idea. No, that is not a European. I just want to remind you that... Exactly, and they also call us... They've called us Continentals for years, so they don't get to be part of this. Yes. Yes. Okay, my Armada got destroyed by a storm and they keep claiming it was theirs. That's not fair.
Has been killed.
Oh my goodness. How much damage? That was a 1,000 damage crit?
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, I feel like I know the Rapier did get buffed a bit for heroes like Wraithing when you're not against evasion, right? Because he deals more damage, and with crits, this is really nice for him. Not that much. I mean, 50 extra damage. 50 extra damage at this point in the game might be enough to sentence this.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Follow the tree. Oh!
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Right. But yeah, very close though. Take a knee, peasant, and never a better time than now to say that, because honestly, your crits against supports, it does make them feel like a king executing a peasant here. Smiling Knight, not giving them any chance to come back, and I mean, I guess you're just waiting for maybe Roche to come back to really fight, because Orb of Destruction, if you needed more damage. I think you just wait for the Roche, probably as Empire. I can't imagine that you want to play too aggressively. They have a Rapier after all, so you might be able to lose this. If Bloodseeker gets the Rapier, it is quite a nice item for Bloodseeker with his attack speed. Yeah. Oh, wow.
You'll not live to see the dawn. Elemental gold.
Yeah, that's true. Oh my goodness.
No, another subject of kill.
Oh, it's pretty bad though. Wasting the Dark Rift there means that you, I mean, like playing Roshan, it's full committing. Either commit complete to Roshan and you win that team fight, or you lose the game. There's really not much else you can do here. And I feel like they're just waiting for that. There we go. The Creeper is actually scouting it out. Roshan is back. Roshan with Shard as well. Nice little boost to a couple of the heroes. You can give them Horn Toss to the Magnus. You can get the Reincarnation with the Skeletons. Lion already has a magic immunity. Maybe you can get the Tree Grab special for the Tiny so you can siege high guard a bit better. We'll see. There's the shard for him.
Radiant are scanning.
Let's see. Fantastic Five. What will they do now? I mean, what do you even have a plan besides elongate this as long as possible? It doesn't seem like they have an attack plan whatsoever. And Empire, they're gonna push your high gun. That's Blink though. Yeah, has Earth Spike, bigger. Yeah. So you just kind of offended, right? That his Magnus doubted him that much.
Radiant's top tower is under
I mean, yeah, destruction of the Underlord, easy kill on the Earth Spirit. Nothing stops Smiling Knight with that BKB. And you just, like, your team fight's decent, but what are you gonna do? You get cut out so easily. Your heroes melt. There's nothing to save him either. They're ignoring the backer protection. Finally, the Glyph comes out. You still have Reincarnation with 40-second cooldown. He has the Morph Strike cooldown as well now, so added to a lot of his DPS. 633 coming in, no black hole for you. Killed before he can even respond. No need for Red King to even hit him. There is a Rupture on Tiny, but with an Aegis, I don't think he's too worried about this.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack. Dire's middle barracks is falling.
Yep.
Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
I mean, not really even needed though, honestly, because Wily Knight is never gonna go down. His damage is too high. I don't know what Fantastic Five is holding on to right now. Oh, Supernova. There we go. Just another kill. Earthspade walks in and he stops the Magnus initiation, but Ladon might die as a result. They try to block his rolling boulder. They can't. Asgold almost fell to the tiny damage, but Empire will concentrate on the more important objectives. The racks. Backdoor protection means nothing to this Rape King. It got buffed, but it's not buffed enough against Rapier.
Has fallen.